How you doing, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here. Today's video is about this DW Collector Series exotic snare drum in this gorgeous quilted maple veneer. Here at Sweetwater, we have a really great relationship with DW drums. John Good, Don Lombardi, everybody there. With that relationship comes some very cool projects. This snare drum comes directly out of that relationship. This snare drum is a Sweetwater exclusive. There's only 50 of them made, personally signed, every one of them by John Good himself on the inside of the drum. I'll show you that just in a minute when I take the head off and show you the inside of the shell. Fantastic snare drum that plays well, sings beautifully. It's just gorgeous. It's a real collector's item, so let's get in the details right now. This snare drum I have here in front of me is the 5.5 by 14 size. They did make two other sizes, a 7 by 14 and an 8 by 14. All of them have the same quilted maple natural lacquer veneer and the chrome nickel hardware. Gorgeous drums. I just picked this one just because. If you want that deeper tone, go for the 8. A little bit less deep, go for the 7. Or traditional, the 5.5 by 14 works beautifully. They are all 12-ply maple shells in DW's HVLT shell construction. Now, VLT stands for vertical low timbre, and the H means horizontal. What that is the outer ply of the shell runs horizontal. Now, you're going to be looking at the snare drum from the camera angle there and say, Nick, sorry, but that quilted maple veneer, it looks like it's running vertical to me. That is the veneer on the outside. The ply right underneath that is that horizontal piece of the shell that I'm telling you about. That adds a little more tension to the shell, gives it a little bit more low, mid, fundamental, which really just comes out in a really loud, cracking backbeat. This is a great snare drum for any style of music. I don't care if you're playing jazz, metal, rock, funk, punk, whatever. It's a great snare drum for all those styles of music, whether you're playing studio and or live, and it'll really go with any drum kit. This blonde color, I think, will fit with any other color drum kit you have. So you're good in all of those situations. As with all DW Collector Series drums, you have their old school big turret lug, triple-flanged true hoops, true pitch tuning rods. There's a lot more threads in these tuning rods than in your traditional tuning rod, so you can really fine-tune your tuning, and it'll stay in tune for a really long time, no matter how hard you're hitting it. The wonderfully easy-to-use mag throw-off. So easy to get the snare wires on and off while you're playing. It's a great system. Also, the triple position butt plate on my right-hand side over here, so 3 snare wire tensions. I'll demonstrate that for you in just a second. And I have this snare drum tuned up really high right now. Great feel in the hands, nice sensitivity, but you can tune this drum all over the place. I'm going to play the drum with a couple other sticks, some dowel rods, brushes, maybe dampen it a little bit for you so you can kind of just hear where else you can take the snare drum. But again, this snare drum will work anywhere with any kind of music. So let's demonstrate more for you right now. All right, first I want to play the drum with some dowel rods. These are the Vic Firth Steve Smith Talawans. Really nice dowel sticks, a little bit of foam in the middle, feel really good. And this drum really sings nicely with these sticks. Put the snare wires off first. Such a fun tone and musical experience when you play with these sticks rather than regular sticks. And as hopefully you heard there, I was turning the snare wire tension up and down from the loosest setting to the tightest setting, and then playing with the mag throw-off at the same time. So just having a lot of fun with this snare drum. Now let me get some brushes for you. Now I haven't changed the tuning on this drum at all yet. Still where I had it from the beginning of the video. So the crack with brushes is just as cracky as with sticks. Dry, but very precise. Hopefully you can tell that this drum sounds great with all kinds of different I like to call them utensils. Sticks, dowel rods, brushes, whatever you have, this drum will definitely work. So now let me take the tuning down on the drum, deaden it up a bit, and show you where else you can take this drum. Okay, I've brought the tension of this drum head down quite a bit. It's really loose now. I put a little bit of dampening right here on the top, just about, I don't know, half an inch away from the rim of the drum, just to give it that thuddy, dark sound. Snare wire tension is really loose. Right there, it's almost off. To me, it's a beautiful sound here. It's almost like a shaker kind of rattling underneath. You can use that as an effect in the studio. You can really get creative with this drum in the studio. And here's how this drum sounds with the snare wires off at this tuning. This drum at this low tuning with the snare wires off has a really beautiful musical tone. Put this along with your toms, the rest of your kit, do some great sort of jungle style Latin grooves, and just get creative as you can think of. Now I'm going to take the head off of this drum so we can see the inside of the shell. All right, as you can tell, the head is off, and this is a gorgeous drum. Perfect bearing edge, nice and smooth to the touch. The head sits on just perfectly. You can see the beautiful 12 maple plies on the inside. Nice sort of smooth lacquer finish on the inside of the drum as well. Just gorgeous. Right underneath the sticker right here where it has the note that this drum is pitched to is John's signature. And this particular drum is number 5 of 50. Remember, there's only 50 pieces of these drums out there. With the head off, you can also really see how beautiful this quilted maple with the lacquer finish is on this drum. Absolutely gorgeous. There you have it, everybody. The DW Collector's Series Exotic Snare Drum in this gorgeous quilted maple veneer, lacquer finish, chrome nickel hardware, Sweetwater exclusive. You're only going to find this snare drum here, and there's only 50 of them made, all personally signed by John Good. So if you want any more information about this collector's snare drum or any other DW product, just contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks a lot for watching.